Hi everyone, Dorota International nail artist and educator here, and I am excited to show you this beautiful nail art with amazing flakes. Have a preview of it in here. I love playing with this kind of sparkle and I hope you really enjoy watching this tutorial as well. If you're new in here, guys, subscribe to our channel as we produce content every Monday, Wednesday and Saturday, plus some extra videos, usually on a Sunday. So let's start. That looks absolutely amazing, and I want to show you at different angles because it looks even better like in daylight, and that's what we are gonna achieve today. So much fun with playing with these designs, and I do it quite a lot of those kind of tie-dye opal look for my clients. 240 is my first color, and that's a kind of yellow color. You've got few different ways of doing it. So normally there's actually a video when I'm showing similar design on the client just without of using the sponge. But when I'm doing it, I would just apply like wee patches like I do it on every single nail. So I would go from one nail to another. Then that was 277, then 219 is like a purple one. And then I'm gonna go with the spiky blue, which is 237. And depending how intense you want it, you can either blend it or you could just actually paint it with the brush. Now I got another question, guys. It was like when doing the press on nails, I do it mainly to show you the design because there is quite a few tutorials where you can actually see me sculpting the nails and you could use that as a guide and then just do the design afterwards. Now I've got a sponge and I'm just tapping in with that sponge. That's a sponge which I used before for an ombre. So it has a mixture of different colors, but I quite like it because it gives me a really nice results. Already the sponge has absorbed quite a lot of colors, and when you're working with the sponge, make sure the clean part of the sponge touch the client nail folds. Okay, so this clean part is going to touch the skin, and then you can really nicely go and work with the sponge without of touching the client's skin. And there is lots of tutorials when I'm showing it actually working in a salon with it as well. Now they are quite yellow, so another colors I want to bring in is the purple and the pink, and maybe even a blue. When you doing that way, you are not going to have too much of the product because the sponge is absorbing quite a lot of it, so you don't have to worry about the product wrinkling like in a case of applying like too thick layer. So this wouldn't happen. And then I've got second sponge which doesn't contain any yellow in it, so I can just touch up with that one to change the colors of my design, and I am happy with this one. It looks really beautiful. I've got all the colors needed in here. I'm gonna give it a cure to it, and then same, actually even more blue on that one. Perfect. And some more blue. Okay, time to cure it. Then once we have cured it, I'm gonna use some pearl powder. So it looks like a pearl. And this one, I'm gonna rub it, so it will work on the high shine, but it also works on the inhibition layer. So I'm just gonna take a touch of it and just rub it in over the inhibition layer. But you can do it both ways here. So on the top coat, it will be more chromy looking, and that way it is more pearly looking. So normally you would see me, I'm using the finger to wrap my chromes, and that's what I will be doing with Aurora. For this one, because I'm working on a tacky layer, I rather use the eyeshadow applicator. You can see it, we've got this like very pearly look. So let's do it here as well. Just a small scoop of it. But it gives those pink hint to it. Like, I think it's really, really nice. Brilliant. So let's close that one. So this isn't Aurora, that's just like a pearl powder. And then I'm gonna grab an old top coat, guys, and you know what else you could do it? You could actually add those flakes into your top coat, and that will give you a really beautiful, like, the flakes are so delicate that they will break up on microscopic particles, and it will look so fantastic over your French and over your baby boomer. Look at this, it's like almost nothing there, just like a, I'm not sure even if the camera can, yeah, it's just so tiny and so delicate. So I do really hardly recommend it, like, even if you've got, so this is my glitter top coat, like pretty old, almost nothing in there. That's why I'm putting it upside down, but you could actually have one prepared in your salon or in a nail desk where you just keeping it like with those microscopic glitter particles. Now, what I'm doing now is I'm gonna take out a drop of this top coat, like as much as I can squeeze it out from this bottle, and dip into this Aurora flakes. You have to watch because they are so fine. They are almost like flying, but they're so pretty. And I've got them on my nails and I really love it. And then go on the side. So I'm applying it around the cuticle area, just with the top coat. They are so fine that they are not gonna stick out. We will make them nice and flat. And I'm mixing both. The pink is the AB one, and then the blue is a blue. But they reflect in different light, they will reflect different colors. Like really, really pretty. Okay, happy with that. With what I've got left over on my brush, I'm just going like this. So I've got those microscopic ones. And then cure it. So we have applied it with the High Shine No Wipe Top Gel, but because I've got, so the flakes are a little bit textured still, like, you know, it's not like completely smooth, but we are gonna still use that to apply the chrome over it. And I think it is a really salon friendly design. So again, squeeze out my top coat as much as I can. And I'm kind of moving the brush just to leave as much as possible, but to keep it still nice and flat without of any glitter sticking out. What I've got left over, I would brush it in to kind of break them apart so they are much smaller particles. And also to apply my top coat so we can actually wrap in some chrome over it. Okay, so this layer is protecting our pearl powder. You could also help yourself with an actual nail art brush. I just find that usually the top coat one would be good around the cuticle area. And then here you could maybe use the D-liner brush. That would be quite helpful as well, to be very precise. Okay, so I'm pressing much harder now. I want to break those particles. And then cure it. Okay, next step, make sure you close the flakes. They are so fine that they would just fly everywhere. And I would never move on into the next step without of closing them. You don't want to lose them, they are too pretty. And then we are gonna wrap Aurora chrome. Wrap over this one. Okay, that's so pretty already. And then wrap over that one. So the surface, you can actually see it even here, like where I didn't apply the top coat, I've got some wee empty spaces, but that's okay because we are gonna go round 2 with our glitter. Just what you've got left over. Because those sparkle will sparkle different. The ones which are on the top will actually look so slightly different than the ones which are underneath. And then cure it. Perfect. Cure this one. And then we are going to add just a white sparkle, so a touch of white gel. And you've got 2 choices of doing so. So you could either just apply it on top of that top coat, and that should be finished because the chrome is protected and everything is protected. And keep it like a 3D, or you could make it smoother. I'm just going to make it smoother. So what I'm doing now is I'm picking up the places like random, but also maybe the places which I'm not 100% happy about, and do a couple of those wee small dots. Clean my brush. And just make them look like sparkles. Give it flash cure to it. So I'm kind of searching the places which I'm maybe not 100% satisfied with. So pretty forgiving design, and also you don't need much of a skills for it. And then, oh no, I'm just gonna add it more. Perfect, and then cure it. And apply the top coat as a final step, and then I can show you this pretty design. And And Aurora tend to last really well on my clients without of any special preparation. So you don't have to necessarily do it depending on your client. Like I usually test it like, so when I'm applying chromes on my clients, I would kind of give them a warning that the chromes behave different on different people. And then we see it when they come back for the next appointment, if they all were intact. If they all were intact with my usual, just a top coat application, which I'm doing now, that's absolutely perfect. If not, you could try either scratching the free edge and applying an universal air bond over it. You could even try applying a base gel over your chrome and then the top coat. So depending like how well the chrome lasts on your clients. Top coat this one. And you can see it looks so pretty depending how the lights hit. Really nice. And then I can show you all of them together. I cannot actually wait to take a picture of it outside because Aurora always looks the most amazing outside. Okay, so that will be probably a ring finger. Let's place it there. It looks so cool together, like even better actually than separate. That must be index finger. I know by sizes because, and this is actually a good hint for you as well if you're working with the tips. Usually the middle finger will be a size 5, ring finger size 6, size 7, size 9, and then size 2. That's just like most of my clients, and that's the size of my fingers as well. By knowing your size, you can judge by the look of it, and then you can decide what size of the tips you want to use for clients. I'm talking about normal tips, like where you build the products over it, not the press-on tips. But look at this, like I need to show you in that angle. They look like almost like the bubble, foam bubble. Yes, like really foam bubble or unicorn or something. Then you've got those wee stars showing up and then glitter on the top. So really pretty design, and my clients love those chromes. Also the flakes and other bits and pieces are on our website. We do post internationally, so if you love it as well, same like I do, you can grab it from our website. We're sending you both huge glittery hacks, and looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!